My name is Daniel Pakkala, Wealth Advisor at Bespoke Capital Advisors of Raymond James. Although I'm originally from South Florida, I grew up in Georgia and it's where I call home. I live just outside of Atlanta with my wife Talia and our Karelian bear dog Nala. I'm the son of two immigrants, my dad who was born in Finland and my mom who was born in Colombia, two totally different backgrounds, but they both share in common very humble beginnings and an appreciation for hard work. And let me tell you, it wasn't long before that appreciation for hard work was passed down. Every fall, winter, spring, and summer break, my dad would put me to work on his used car lots Monday through Saturday, and let me tell you, it was not easy. I remember learning what the word entrepreneur meant when my dad made the decision to start his own business, and I associated that word with having a strong belief, having a conviction in oneself, and being willing to make sacrifices to see it through the way business owners do. And I really admired that. I also learned what it meant to add value to a business, whether it was detailing cars and rearranging how they were parked on the car lot and which ones were featured by the road, or establishing a process for documenting and returning old parts inventory. I found so many different ways to add value to my dad's business. Best of all, it gave me a sense of pride in the work I was doing because as someone with no real skills at the time, I was able to improve something that was so much bigger than myself. But the most important lesson I learned was in why my dad went to business for himself. He believed that it was a dealership's responsibility to ensure that the car they sold to the next owner was properly maintained and reliable. For my dad, that meant that each one of his cars were fully serviced and had a full guarantee on the engine and transmission before he sold them. Completely unheard of for the used car dealership world, but my dad took a lot of pride in doing the right thing in an industry that doesn't necessarily have the best reputation. I attended Kennesaw State University, and several semesters in, I interviewed for a junior analyst position at the university's student managed investment fund, while also interning at a boutique investment bank and M&A firm after class. I loved doing both. The student managed investment fund gave me my first exposure to the stock market, while the investment bank allowed me to work directly with business owners and private equity firms who were actively looking to buy or sell a business. I eventually became managing director of the student managed investment fund, and in my final year, we competed at the Quinnipiac Game Forum in New York City against 1,400 students across 141 colleges across 40 different countries, and we won first place. Meanwhile, I was promoted to senior analyst at the investment bank and later became its director. It was around that time that I became director that I met Cody, Max, and the Bespoke team. I remember working with a business owner who was also a client of Bespoke and whose business we were taking to market. What really struck me was how different the process was with that client. Their level of preparedness was unmatched by any other business owner we had worked with, and the process overall was much more efficient and seamless, in part because of their level of preparedness. It occurred to me that most of, if not all of the owners that we worked with had wealth advisors, but none compared to this owner who was a client of Bespoke. It wasn't long after that I sat down with Cody and Max to understand the preparation they put an owner through ahead of the sale, and I learned how much is involved outside of the scope of the M&A transaction that I was focused on. I knew that all my clients would benefit from this pre-transaction planning, and I began introducing any client that would take an introduction. Those that did were better for it. Today I have the pleasure of being part of the Bespoke team, and I have the honor of being an integral piece to our clients, their businesses, and their families, both before the sale and their lives afterward. I think back to those days on that used car lot and how those experiences ultimately shaped where I am today. Best of all, I get to live by my dad's example and work with a team that takes pride in doing things the right way. My name is Daniel Pakkala, Wealth Advisor of Bespoke Capital Advisors of Raymond James.